Hey, what's up everyone? It's your friendly neighborhood YouTuber guys. And okay, here we are guys. We are back at it again with a little something different. So, it is not an action figure review. It is actually a Batmobile Throwback Thursday. Welcome to Throwback Thursday. Well, I've been doing a lot of vintage reviews lately. If you guys are accustomed to watching my channel, I try to do a lot of new reviews and also I try to do a lot of vintage reviews. This time it is of the Batman from the animated series. It is the Batmobile. Now, let me tell you a little story on this Batmobile, guys, before we take a look at the size of this Batmobile and what it actually does. When I was young, I used to have a Batmobile exactly like this, but it was black and it didn't have the red on this right here. So this is kind of the updated version, I guess, of the Batmobile, even though it's not updated. This is actually from, I believe, the year 2000. So I had the original Batman Batmobile. I believe it was like from 94 or 95. It's the exact same Batmobile, it's just a different color. But I guess this was done, what, maybe 6, 7, 8, 9, what, 4, maybe 4 to maybe 5, 6 years later. And Hasbro actually did this Batmobile. Yeah, I was actually surprised that Hasbro actually did this Batmobile. As you guys can see right there, it says from 2000 Hasbro Toys. I can't remember if Hasbro had a license to DC. I can't remember if they did any DC figures. If you guys know, let me know. But I figured we take a look at this beauty. I got it for a really, really good price. I couldn't pass up on this opportunity to own this Batmobile that I had when I was younger, man. From the animated series, like I said, there's a black one that came out before this and had the Batman logo right here on the front, and it didn't have the red rims or any of the red on it. It's just black, and I think the rims were gray. But it's the exact same Batmobile, it's just painted differently. Now, I don't know how well you guys can see this on camera. From what I can tell, it kind of has like maybe like a dark purple, bluish vibe to it. It's not black. So, and the reason why I know it's not black is because here's my tape measure right here. So here's the color black, so it's kind of like a deep purple, which I actually do like. I actually do like this Batmobile over the original Batmobile, being that I have my tape measure right here. We'll go ahead and measure it, and I'll show you what else this Batmobile can do. Okay, so it measures approximately, we'll say about 16.5 inches long. So the width, I think that's how you say it, the width. The width is about 5.5 inches. Now, the only bat figures that can actually fit into this Batmobile is actually the Kenner, I believe 5-inch or 4.5-inch Batman figures, which I don't have any of. I used to have a lot of them back in the day, and I eventually sold them off. So I don't have any Batmans to fit in this Batmobile, but it doesn't matter anyways, because this is pretty much how I'm going to display the Batmobile. So the top pops open like so. I like that a lot. This reminds me so much of back in the day, man. I used to have the Kenner Batman in here. Actually, I think I had the Batman Forever Kenner Batman that I would put in here. And this actually right here, if you press this button and you hold this from the bottom piece, well, actually, let me give you a detailed look. So here is the I forgot what this is called. The engine, not the engine, but the damn, it's not coming to me right now. The jet propulsion. It's not coming to me right now, but you guys know what the hell I'm talking about. So there's the back of the Batmobile. There's the side of the Batmobile, and it looks like this has hinges, but this doesn't open. The hood does not open. It would be nice if it does open, but it doesn't open. So there are the headlights. The headlights are actually stickers. I think when you buy the Batmobile, you put the stickers on yourself. And I don't know if this came with a Bat logo, Batman logo to put on the top. From what I can remember, I think the one that I had when I was younger, I think the Batman logo was on there, was painted on there. I can't remember, don't quote me on that. And these right here has the Batman signals on there, and these actually pop out. These are spikes that actually pop out of the wheel, like so. And they're just for the both front tires, so they pop out like that to disable your enemies as Batman's driving along and he's facing Joker's crew or Penguin's crew, and so he pops these out, and then it damages the tires of his adversaries. The back ones, no, just the front ones. So I remember that was a really nice touch when I used to play with my Batmobile back in the day. So like I was saying, back to here, right here, it's not only a Batmobile, but it's actually, what do you call it, a bat wing as well. So you just press down on this right here, this pops out, and boom, you got wings. And you have kind of like a bat wing or a bat glider, however you want to look at it. It's a really, really awesome, what's the word I'm looking for? Man, I'm kind of at a loss right now for how I'm trying to explain this damn review. But that's me, I'm an idiot, so. Where was I? Oh yeah, the wings are on springs. They're on like a spring hinge. You can fold back in there, then you can pop that back in there. One great thing I loved about doing this is when I was like playing with my toys when I was younger, you know, I would have the bat car going over the bat cliff, and then Batman ejecting, and then boom, he's got his glider, and now he's flying in his glider, which is pretty awesome. On the front, as you can see, has the weapons, the missiles, which look kind of dated now. It does have like a nice metal flaking on there as well. It's with that on the entire Batmobile as well. It has the entire metal flaking. I don't know how well you guys can see that up close in person. But yeah, it has some nice metal flaking on this Batmobile, which gives it a really, really nice touch. The wings, you know, when I had the original Batmobile and this thing, the wings weren't red. I think they were gray, from what I can remember. And of course, this was black. There was no red on this bat wing. Of course, it just folds up like so. And I always when I was playing with my toys when I was younger, I would always fold this up and like turn this into like a snowmobile, and like I would like push this alongside my carpet, and yeah, I had some good times with this Batmobile. So it's really awesome to have this back in my collection, because when I was younger, when I got older, I think in my teenage years, I think I was like around 19 is when I sold off a lot of my old toys. I had a lot of classic old toys, man. A lot of the Kenner Batmans and Kenner Predators. A lot of the stuff that I'm collecting now that they're remaking, you know, with NECA. And then a lot of the Marvel, you know, Toy Biz, now they're remaking the Marvel Legends and stuff. And yeah, it's awesome, man, that they're bringing all that stuff back. They're doing like the tributes, you know, to all these toys that I had that I grew up collecting. You know, Ninja Turtles is another, you know, big thing that I had when I was younger. But anyways, back to the Batmobile. So yeah, you just slide this back in here, and it clips in there, and it stays in there, no problem. So there is the Batmobile. So I'm in my toy room right now. So what I'm going to do before I end this video, I'm going to put it on the my carpet in the toy room, and I'll do a size comparison of this with my cat. If you heard wrong, yes, I did say my cat. There's my cat moving around. I'm on the floor of my toy room. As you guys can see, I got a lot of shit going on right now, man. It's just kind of a mess right now. A lot of stuff on the floor, a lot of stuff I gotta review. So here's my cat next to the Batmobile. My cat is really, really giant, so the Batmobile looks small compared to my cat, because my cat is freaking huge and puffy. And here, Annie, lay down. Lay down. Let's do a size comparison. So there's the Batmobile with my cat. My cat is freaking huge, man. So it doesn't do it any justice. But I'll put it back up on the toy review station, and I'll show you the comparison with a Batman figure, specifically a multiverse Batman figure. But I just want to show you that it can move. The wheels do move. You can get it to move on the carpet. It actually moves nicely on the carpet, so we'll give it a little test run. Yeah, it's really, really cool, man. And it's not as small as you think it is. You see my hand right here. I don't have giant hands. But here's the size comparison between me and my hand. So there's the Batmobile, and it's all of its glory. I'm glad to have this in my collection. It's pretty awesome. So we'll do a little comparison of this Batmobile and a Batman figure. Okay, guys, so here is the Batmobile with one of the smallest Batmans I have in my collection. This is Batfleck, multiverse figure, but there's no way that he can fit into this Batmobile, simply because, like I said, this is an older car. This is when, you know, you could fit the Kenner Batmans in here, the 4-inch or 5-inch figures. The 6-inch, not so much. I think it'd be too much of a tight squeeze. I don't think I could get this Batman in here. I don't think I even want to try, but yeah, there's no way. There is no way he would fit in there. Now, if I were to take this out like that, I can probably get Batman in there. So, but it would look wrong because, yeah, as you can see, he doesn't really fit in there all that well. And plus, I'm missing the back end, and yeah, there's no way I could fit the Batman in here anyways. But if I were to have like a Kenner Batman in here, you know, in this seat, close that, you want to be able to see him anyway. So yeah, so there goes my little review, guys, of this classic Batman figure from 2000. So it was 20 years ago, man, that this Batmobile first came out from the animated series, from one of the most classic animated series I think ever done, ever made. So I'm not going to give you my rating because this is just a vintage review. I can't give you my rating on this Batmobile because it's just, to me, it's more sentimental than any rating that I would try to give it. You know, even if I were to give it a rating, you know, it would be a 10 for me because it is that sentimental. But I figured it was worth a review, and I wanted to, you know, add this, you know, a Batmobile to my collection because I have no Batmobiles in my collection. And it's from one of my favorite TV shows, Batman animated series back in 96, 97, was it? I think, was it? Yeah, I grew up watching it, man. That was around the time Power Rangers was out and X-Men animated series. So it's amazing, you know, some of the television shows that I grew up watching, I'm now, and all the figures that I collected back in the day, I'm collecting a lot of the figures today as a grown-up as when I collected when I was a young kid. So it's amazing how life comes full circle, you know, guys. So there you guys have it. Leave your thoughts in the comment section, man. What did you grow up watching on television that inspired you to collect action figures? What kind of television shows did you watch? If you guys like this little review, and here we are as an adult, I have my own YouTube channel. I'm reviewing shit that I used to have when I was younger, man, which is fucking crazy. But yeah, leave your thoughts in the comment section, guys. Let me know your opinions about the Batman animated series. What did you guys watch growing up? Of course, you know, I'm not a big Transformers collector or Thundercats or He-Man collector because that was kind of before my time. So I'm not that old, you know, as a lot of other toy collectors on this channel. And then Pokemon, you know, if you guys know, I don't do a lot of Pokemon stuff and a lot of anime stuff because that was kind of after my time. So yeah, I didn't grow up watching Dragon Ball Z or Pokemon because that was just kind of after my time. I had grown up at that point, and I was, you know, I fell into, you know, the era of the Batman animated series, X-Men, and that's kind of my error right there. So that's one of the reasons why I don't do a lot of the reviews that I just mentioned. You know, of a lot of the figures. A lot of those figures from those television shows I don't collect. So, but this one I do, and I'm glad to have this guy, or this beauty, this she beast in my collection again after all these years. I think it's been probably, yeah, it's probably been about 20 freaking years, man, since I had this Batmobile in my hands. So, okay, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments section. If you guys liked this little review, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And if you guys sat with me through this entire review, I just want to say thanks. Thanks for listening to me ramble on about my past and about my childhood and about my my golden years as a youngster growing up. So we'll go ahead and leave it at that. If you guys, like I said, like this review, you know what to do. So we'll leave it at that. I just want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next review.